Hello friends. Today we will discuss about fourth part 5S Lead Assessor Training module. We have already covered 3 parts of this training module. As you know, we will cover complete training module in 5 different training videos. So don't miss these videos. Cover these 5 videos one by one in a sequence for complete understanding with better clarity. So let's start fourth part of 5S Lead Assessor Training module. In this part we will cover 5S Audit Checklist, various levels of internal assessment criteria, various levels of assessment criteria, assessment criteria and benefits, 3 stages of practice. Next, 5S Audit Checklist. Checklist is very essential for carrying out an audit. The checklist should be appropriate to the activities of the zone or process. It is not mandatory that you should have same checklist for all the zones irrespective of their activities. Generally, the one that is developed for a shop floor may not fit for the office or commercial area. Please remember audit checklist should be appropriate to place of work or operation. Very important. Next, see some 5S audit checklist samples for housekeeping. Here you have to rate each evaluation criteria on 1 to 5 scale. 1 is worst and 5 is best. This is a 5S audit checklist samples for 1S. Here as an assessor, you have to check how well unnecessary items have been identified and removed. This is a 5S audit checklist samples for 2S. Here as an assessor, you have to do the evaluation of the organization's ability to maintain a systematic arrangement of items and equipment. This is a 5S audit checklist samples for 3S. Here as an assessor, you have to do the assessment of cleanliness and regular maintenance practices. This is a 5S audit checklist samples for 4S. Here as an assessor, you have to do the evaluation of the establishment and adherence to standardized work practices. This is a 5S audit checklist samples for 5S or last S of 5S concept. Here as an assessor, you have to do the assessment of the organization's ability to sustain and continually improve 5S practices. Next, 3 internal levels of assessment. Assessment levels in the context of the 5S methodology generally refer to different stages or degrees of maturity in implementing and sustaining 5S practices within an organization. Here's a breakdown of the various levels of assessment and typical assessment criteria for each. Initial or basic level. Assessment criteria initial or basic level are: basic implementation of 5S principles, awareness and training of employees, establishment of visual controls, some level of organization and cleanliness. Intermediate level. Assessment criteria intermediate level are: consistent implementation of 5S practices, standardization of processes and procedures, ongoing employee involvement and training, regular internal audits, demonstration of continuous improvement. Advanced level. Assessment criteria advanced level are: mature and sustained implementation of 5S, full integration of 5S into daily operations, proactive identification and resolution of issues, recognition and reward systems for 5S achievements, high levels of employee engagement and ownership. Next, various level of assessment and assessment criteria for industry benchmark. 3 level of assessment are: model level of assessment for 5S. This might refer to an assessment based on the 5 stages of the 5S methodology. In short, SERI. Assessment of how well unnecessary items have been identified and removed properly. In set in order, seat on. Evaluation of the organization's ability to maintain a systematic arrangement of items and equipment in your factory. In shine, say so. Assessment of cleanliness and regular maintenance practices adherence. In standardize, Seiketsu. Evaluation of the establishment and adherence to standardized work practices in the best possible way. In sustain, Shitsuke. Assessment of the organization's ability to sustain and continually improve 5S practices in your organization. Then sustenance level of assessment for 5S. This level typically assesses how well an organization is sustaining its 5S practices over the long term. Assessment criteria might include evidence of sustained adherence to 5S principles over an extended period. A culture of continuous improvement with ongoing initiatives to enhance 5S practices. Active involvement and ownership of 5S principles by all levels of employees. Established performance metrics to measure the effectiveness of 5S practices. Effective mechanisms for employee feedback, and a system for recognizing and rewarding sustained 5S excellence. Then platinum level of assessment for 5S. The term platinum level may indicate a high degree of excellence or mastery in 5S implementation. The criteria might include complete integration of 5S principles into all aspects of the organization. Regular benchmarking against industry best practices and continuous improvement. Demonstrated innovation in sustaining 5S and achieving high levels of efficiency. Strong leadership commitment and involvement in promoting and sustaining 5S practices deeply embedded in the organizational culture. These assessments help organizations gauge their progress in implementing and sustaining 5S practices, guiding them toward a more organized, efficient, and continuously improving work environment. The specific Next, assessment criteria. These assessments are crucial tools for organizations to measure their progress in implementing and sustaining 5S practices. Here's a brief recap of key points. It is a company-wide assessment of 5S system to be carried out preferably by an external agency or an experts or consultants. It is also preferable to conduct external assessment at least once in 6 months. Generally, these assessments are carried out using 1000-point score sheet. Distribution of 1000 points are like this. Total points for leadership criteria evaluation is 100. Total points for 1S or series stage is 200. Total points for 2S or seat-on stage is 200. Total points for 3S or say-so stage is 200. Total points for 4S or Seiketsu stage is 150. Total points for 5S or Shitsuke stage is 150. Total points are 1000. This will help to find progress measurement. Assessments provide a structured way to measure the organization's progress through the stages of 5S implementation, sorting, setting in order, shining, standardizing, and sustaining. Guidance towards improvement. By identifying areas of strength and opportunities for improvement, assessments guide organizations in refining their 5S practices. This continuous improvement cycle contributes to a more organized and efficient workplace. Adaptation to specific contexts. The specific criteria for assessments can vary based on industry, organizational goals, and the desired level of 5S maturity. This adaptability allows organizations to tailor their approach to their unique context and needs. To increase efficiency and productivity. The ultimate goal of 5S is to create a work environment that enhances efficiency, productivity, and safety. Assessments help organizations ensure that their practices align with these objectives. Cultural transformation. Through regular assessments, organizations not only evaluate physical changes in the workplace but also promote a cultural transformation. Employees become more engaged, taking ownership of the 5S principles. Continuous improvement culture. Assessments contribute to the establishment of a culture of continuous improvement. Organizations that regularly assess and adapt their 5S practices are better positioned to navigate changes and challenges effectively. Customization to industry standards. Different industries may have specific standards and compliance requirements. Assessments allow organizations to align their 5S practices with these standards, ensuring regulatory compliance and industry best practices. In summary, 5S assessments serve as valuable tools in the journey toward a more organized, efficient, and continuously improving work environment. They empower organizations to tailor their approach, measure progress, and foster a culture of excellence and continuous improvement. Next, see what are the criteria for leadership assessment, where total 100 points. Understanding of executives, where check general awareness and executive involvement. Total points understanding of executives is 40. Then 5S understanding of supervisory and frontline employees, where check general awareness and involvement all people. Total point here is 20. Then check 5S is included as part of monthly progress review, where you have to check evidence of discussions, agenda, minutes, etc. And also check evidence to follow up. Total point here is 20. Lastly, check orderliness and cleanliness of gate or entrance or lobby areas and first impressions to a visitor, where you have to check entrance area and lobby area. Here total point is 20. Next, see what are the criteria for 1S or series stage assessment, where total point is 200 score. First, check outside area within the premises free of. See garden areas free of clutter. Check exterior storage free of clutter. And whether outside areas clearly marked. Here total point is 30. Then in second step check floor area of buildings free of unwanted items, such as all floors cleared or not, and WIP area demarcated or not. Here total points are 20. In third step check tops and insides of all cupboards, shelves, tables, drawers, etc. free of unwanted items in all locations or not. Here total point is 20. Then check items are stored according to frequency defined or not. Here total point is 30. Then check notice boards are free of old notices or not. Here total points are 20. Then check rules for disposal, habitual series, and detecting non-moving stocks are evident and red labeling being done or not. Disposal standards maintained or not. Regular clearing of all storage areas are there or not. Regular removal of garbage and waste bins are there or not. Here total points are 40. Then check clutter-free appearance in outside area. Office areas. Next, see what are the criteria for 2S or seat on stage assessment, where total point is 200 score. First, check direction indications are available to all facilities from the entrance onwards or not. Here check main entrance onwards. Inside all buildings. And in all facilities, toilets, etc. Here total score is 15. Then in second stage check all machines have identification labels or not. Here total point is 10. Then you have to check all buildings, rooms, cubicles and similar areas are clearly numbered or named or not. Here check rooms, departments, units marked or not. Toilets, canteens, etc. marked clearly or not. Here total point is 10. Then check all equipments or tools or files etc. are arranged according to the can see, can take out, can return principle. File index maintained or not, outlines marked or not. Here check filing cabinets labeled or not. And also check office file index available or not. Here total point is 20. Then check there are visual control methods for defects and rework are available or not. Here check markings to prevent mix-up. And also check markings to enable display highlighting magnitudes are there or not. Here total point is 20. Then check all gangways area clearly marked or not. Check passageways. Check entrance and exit lines. Check curved door opening lines. And check direction of travel arrows. Here total point is 20. Then check parking areas are specified and marked for vehicles, pallets, trolleys, garbage bins, etc. or not. Here check reserved seat method for all movable items. And for all office equipment are available or not. Here total point is 10. Then check specific areas are demarcated for garbage or rejects or waste etc. are available or not. Here total point is 10. The check switches, fan regulators, controls, etc. are labeled or not. Total point is 15. Then check all cables, wires, pipes, etc. are neat and straight or not. For this 10 point provided. Then check color coding is used effectively for easy identification available or not. For this 20 points provided. Then check all stores are well maintained with racks, bins, and other storage areas clearly marked or not. For this 20 points provided. Then check there is a general appearance of orderliness and ability to find any item or document without delay. Here total point is 10. Next, see what are the criteria for 3S or say so stage assessment, where total point is 200 score. First check cleanliness of outside premises maintained at a high level or not. Means check free of litter or not. And also check cleaned regularly or not. Total point is 10. Then check a waste bin strategy is implemented or not. Means check bins management strategy. And all bins are marked or not. Total point is 20. Then check toilets are well maintained or not. Check its working order and its cleanliness. Total point is 20. Then check canteen, rest rooms or locker rooms are well maintained or not. Means check its cleanliness and its orderliness. Total point is 20. Then check floors, walls, windows, etc. are maintained at a high level of cleanliness or not. Check floors, walls, windows, doors, etc. Total point is 25. Then check use of adequate cleaning tools is evident. Total point is 10. Then check storage of cleaning tools, such as hanging brooms, mops, and other equipment properly stored properly or not. Here total point is 10. Then check machines, equipment, tools, furniture maintained at a high level of cleanliness, maintenance schedules displayed or not. Here check maintenance schedules maintained or not. And also check cleaning with checking checklist maintained or not. Total point is 20. Then check daily self-cleaning, minimum 5 minutes, is practiced or not. Also check daily activity is followed or not. Also check checklist is used or not. Here total point is 20. Then check cleaning responsibility maps and schedules are displayed or not. Also check cleaning responsibility maps are displayed or not. And also cleaning schedules displayed or not. Total point is 20. Then check there. Next, see what are the criteria for 4S or Seiketsu stage assessment, where total point is 150 score. First check all 5S procedures are standardized or not. Max point is 10. Then check checklists are used to regularly inspect or not. And max point is 10. Then check all labels, notices are standardized or not. And max point is 10. Then check all aisles or gangways have a standard size and color maintained or not. And max point is 10. Then check standard visual management is evident maintained or not. Here check OK marks are marked or not. Danger zone marked or not. Open and shut directional labels are there not. Oil labels are provided or not. And max point is 20. Then check fire extinguishers are clearly marked and placed properly or not. Here type indicated or not. Easily accessible or not. Visible at a distance or not. Checked at appropriate intervals or not. And max point is 20. Then check standard warning signs are provided or not. Check prohibition sign maintained or not. Check must do sign provided or not. Also check danger sign provided or not. Safe way signs present or not. And max point is 20. Then check pipes, cables, etc. are color-coded according to a standard maintained or not. And max point is 10. Then check standardized checking procedure is adopted or not. And max point is 20. Then check innovative visual control methods are implemented properly or not. Next, see what are the criteria for last S or Shitsuke stage assessment, where total point is 150 score. First, check there are regular training programs are provided or not. Here check evidence of training and evidence of follow-up. Total point is 20. Then check there is a 5S patrol team which regularly reviews the system or not. Here check teams named and used regularly or not. Check results or photos of inspections displayed or not. Also check good examples displayed or not. Total point is 15. Then check there are 5S posters and 5S point of work reminders are displayed or not. Check posters at workplaces are there or not. Check posters in the canteen are there or not. Check point of work reminders is there or not. Total point is 25. Then check there is a system of strict discipline and encouragement with good point and bad point are followed or not. Total point is 10. Then check self-discipline amongst the entire workforce is evident or not. Then check there are 5S teams engaged in 5S projects or not. Here check small group activities are going on or not. Also check Kaizen suggestion schemes are maintained or not. And also check team projects displayed or not. Total point is 30. Then check there are sustenance programs such as slogan competitions are encouraged or not, such as poster competitions and interdepartmental competitions, at least 1 in 4 months are followed or not. Total point is 30. After audit compile all score, check areas of improvements. Next, if total audit score is below 300, means your factory is consciously unconscious stage. This suggests that the factory is operating with a low level of awareness or consciousness regarding its processes and efficiency. There might be issues with organization, quality control, and overall operational effectiveness. The term consciously unconscious implies that there's recognition of a lack of awareness or efficiency, but there may not be concerted efforts to address these issues. If total audit score is in between 301 to 450, means 5 is just started your factory. If total audit score is in between 451 to 650, means your factory is consciously conscious stage. This stage indicates an improvement from the consciously unconscious stage, as the factory is now consciously aware of its processes and operations. There may be ongoing efforts to identify and address inefficiencies, and the overall level of organization is expected to be higher than in the previous stage. If total audit score is in between 651 to 800, means your factory is maintained at very active 5S stage. This stage suggests that the factory has actively implemented the principles of 5S, a methodology aimed at improving workplace organization and standardization. The 5S principles typically include sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Thus, the factory at this stage is expected to have organized, clean, and standardized processes. If total audit score is above 800, means your factory is Model 5S factory, which is also known as unconsciously conscious stage. This is the highest stage, indicating that the factory has not only implemented the 5S principles but has done so exceptionally well, achieving a model status. A Model 5S factory is likely to have highly efficient and streamlined processes, with a strong focus on continuous improvement and sustainability. In Model 5S factory, it is easy to achieve profit margin. This could be due to the efficient use of resources, minimized waste, and streamlined processes, all of which contribute to cost effectiveness and improved productivity. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to download all training material for your reference. Thank you so much for tuning into today's training. I hope you found the information valuable and that it adds value to